How to ace part 1 of speaking of IELTS interview? Well, there are 3 things to keep in mind. First of all, most of the questions that the examiner will ask will require you to give the answers in first person. Like for example, if they are asking you which is your favorite color. So my favorite color is blue, for example. So like this, most of the questions would be such that answers would be in first person. Few questions may be there in second or third person, but most of the time you will be giving the answers in first person. Second thing to keep in mind is that there will be WH questions in part 1, and these will be simple questions and you will not need to justify your ideas or opinions in this all the time. So for example, if the question is asking where do you live, so you have to tell the place. Let's say if I say I live in New Delhi in India, which is the capital of my country. So like this, WH questions will be there with when, why, where, how, which, like that. Another thing to keep in mind is that in IELTS speaking interview, most of the time the questions would be such that you will not be able to give very lengthy answers. Most of the questions would require you to give answer in 2 or 3 lines. So do not try to make the answers unnecessarily long. Yes, give the answer very clearly and precisely, but there is no need to give too many details in part 1 of speaking. That you can do for part 3 of speaking. So just listen to the question carefully in the exam, give the answer what is being expected of you, and you can get a good score in part 1 of speaking.